Hey there everybody, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. So the weather is changing and that's exciting. There are clouds in the sky and it makes for some great black and white photography, and I've been having some fun just testing stuff and going out, but the trips are scheduled and they're about to happen, which is exciting. So one of the things that that I want to talk about is so Gavin Hardcastle, Photo Tripper, released a video a few days ago, and great video. He's in Iceland, and that's wonderful. But it's the problem with color photography, and it's why I don't chase color photography anymore. His video, you know, when I was watching it, it was like, yep, that's that falls, yep, that's that beach, yep, that's that. I mean, it's the same 5 photographs, it's the same 5 locations, and you know, you go to someplace epic and then you take the same photograph that everybody else took. And I'm not putting Gavin down. I mean, he did a great job, but I've seen all, I mean, if you've watched any of Andy Mumford's videos from Iceland, or anybody's videos from Iceland, it's the same photographs. There, it seems to me, and I know this for me, I don't know how you guys are getting on, but it seems to me with color photography, it's kind of by the numbers, you know? I mean, color photography, with color, it's either right or it's wrong. And as far as composition is concerned, like, you know, the waterfall in Iceland that kind of flows in from both sides. And if you've seen videos of Iceland, of photographers in Iceland, you can picture in your head the photograph I'm talking about. How many different ways is there to photograph that waterfall? And I totally get it. Now, you know, in black and white, it would be the same waterfall, and it'd be the same composition. So that's that. But what I'm trying to say is you can photograph stuff that isn't necessarily the iconic epic and still make a great photograph in black and white that not necessarily would be any good in color. So I'm not saying black and white is great and color is wrong, bad. You know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do color photography. I'm just saying that for me and for what's turning me on now at this stage in my photography journey, it's just, I find color very limiting. I was, and with black and white, you never know what you're going to find. And you don't even know until you get home sometimes. And you put the stuff on your computer. So I was up at, been traveling up to Walla Walla, Washington. And on the way is Helix, but this is actually, they call this Pendleton. And that's that historic Finnish church right there. And what I was is I was driving around the countryside and I saw this view of this little tiny white church up against these empty fields, and then the mountains in the background, and then the clouds, and then the really high clouds, and then outer space, okay? I didn't know this photograph was going to turn out this way. I just wanted to get a shot of the little white church from a distance, but I really, really like, it's one of my best photographs, in my opinion. I like it, okay? And it's kind of got that, you know, the little church against eternity, perched on the edge of obscurity. I mean, I don't want to get into too much of the aesthetics of this, but you know, it's up to the viewer to see what they see in the photograph. But this is the kind of photograph I want to make, and I can't tell you that when I was out photographing this photograph, that I had all that in mind. No way. I only saw it after I got it on screen and I said, ooh, something's there, and then I printed it. I looked at the print and I was like, yeah, that's the kind of photography I want to do. And here's another example. So this one, so that other shot I dry mounted on a board and I actually framed it and matted it and framed it, and it's hanging on my wall in my dining room. But this photograph, I was up at Wallowa Lake, and I didn't go there for this photograph, but I saw this twisted, old, weathered tree trunk from a dead tree, and I was like, you know, that background's kind of dark. I think I can do something with that. and I did it, and it turned out really neat. I kind of dig this one too. So that's the kind of stuff that black and white makes possible. It makes fun photography, good photography, viable more of the time. So you don't have to pin yourself to sunsets or sunrises for the colorful light and all the rest of it. So that's my argument for black and white photography. Again, I'm not saying color is wrong. I'm not saying black and white is the only way. I'm just saying it's what I enjoy and it's what I've been doing. So the thing that most great photographers have in common is a sturdy tripod. This is a Gitzo GT2541. I don't think they make it anymore, but they make something similar. It's a 25 series Gitzo. That's a Kirk BH3 or BH1 ball head. And that ball head back in 1997 was 300 bucks, 350 bucks. And the legs were like 700 bucks, 600 bucks just for the legs. So that was a $1,000 tripod in 1990 something. By today's pricing, that would be $2,000, $3,000. But it's worth its weight in gold. I don't use it anymore because I don't have use for such a heavy tripod. I use the Gitzo 15 something. I think it's the 1541 or 1545, the Traveler. And now that was a $600 tripod with a ball head, but the Gitzo ball head was junk, so I replaced it with the Really Right Stuff BH35. It's actually out in the truck. That's why I'm not showing it to you. But that's my preferred tripod right now. It's the right size, it's the right weight, and whatever. But that was $600 and then $300 for the head. So that was $1,000 again. But they last forever. I wouldn't buy these tripods again today, though, however, because on Amazon there are, like K&F makes one, and there's some other companies that are making these carbon fiber tripods for like 200 bucks with a ball head. I don't know how good the ball head is, but again, you can replace it with the Really Right Stuff ball head with that lever clamp, which I really like that ball head. But that's what the Chinese have been able to make much less expensive carbon fiber tripods that are really pretty decent quality for a lot less money. And that's what I would buy if I had to do it today. But having bought these tripods, it just goes to show you, like, this is a lifetime tripod. It's already 30 years old, and or at least 25. And it's just as good today as it was the day I bought it. So great investment there, and well worth the money, because they don't go obsolete like these digital cameras do, okay? And that's what I would highly recommend. Now, if you've already got a tripod you like, another thing is that back in the day, that is an Arca Swiss, right there, is that going to focus? That is an Arca Swiss quick release clamp, and this was built into the ball head. But if you've already got a ball head you like, or a tripod head you like, you can buy these nowadays off of Amazon for like 15 bucks, and I've actually bought some of them to put on different things for like clamps and suction cups for in my car and stuff. But yeah, you can get into the Arca Swiss quick release system much cheaper than you used to be able to. It used to cost an arm and a leg. The plates are like 10 bucks. The clamps are like 15 bucks. So you can, and that I highly recommend. Look, tripods are a pain in the you-know-what, and they're a pain to use. And anything that you can do to make using them more user-friendly is money well spent in my book. So that's some top advice there. And most, I can't name a photographer on YouTube who's serious about what they're doing, or any photographer that I've ever known or for landscape photography especially, who doesn't have like a really good tripod. And it's highly recommended. It's often overlooked, but it's money well spent. And I'm just looking forward to the trips coming up. The weather's right and the season is good. And don't get me wrong, I'm not totally against color photography. If I'm in a place and I see a color shot, I'm going to grab it, okay? And that's the beauty of these digital cameras. You can go color or black and white, whatever, right? So yeah, I'm going to grab it. But the point is like I don't have to. I'm not limited and I don't have to look and go, oh, the conditions aren't good for color photography, so I'm not going to go out and photograph, because pretty much the conditions are always good for black and white photography. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, but please subscribe. It's the #1 thing you can do to help out a small channel, hey, you know, that's what keeps me in the game, right? It's the people watching the videos. So have a great one, and we'll see you out there. Bye.